Greetings, everyone. Before I get into the individual sign and tarot reading, pulling cards for each one of you, I'd like to go over some of the planetary alignments as well as the new moon in Scorpio collective message as we are all moving and growing together as a collective consciousness. So, right now, Mercury is still in Scorpio, and Mars, a planet that rules Scorpio, is still in, yes, another water sign, but Cancer. And Mars is more happier in a fire sign. So it will be moving into Leo this weekend. And Mercury will also be moving out of Scorpio into Sagittarius, where it can express itself more freely with philosophy and travel, which Mercury is in charge of. And when this happens, then it's going to be like the arrow is going to be released. Because right now, with the way the planetary placements are, it's bringing underlining conflicts to the surface, along with power struggles and deep-seated tensions. So we've had to handle this with great care. Myself, I'm in counseling, so I've had a lot of help handling these issues, but some of you might not have. But I hope you are regaining a sense of control of the situation that has cut you deep, as that is the collective message and collective energy. So those that are of you that are lagging behind can get into that energy very easily now. The message for new moon in Scorpio states that you've moved through your fears and can now see where this issue has come from. Now is not the time to gloss over the facts. Rather, it's time for you to face your darkest concerns and go deeper yet. Your situation may need to crumble before it can be renewed, as this is a new moon and it's all about manifestation, but it's saying that first you might have to go through the back through another cycle with the full moon and the crumbling to really accomplish it by the next new moon, and then to set new intentions by in Sagittarius. So be patient. Magic is called for. It is crucial to stay strong now. Romantically, it is time to reach for true communion with your partner. And you need to find that first with yourself and know what you want and create those boundaries around yourself so you don't attract people that you don't want, that aren't in alignment with you. Financially, this is a blessed time to work with someone on a joint venture. It is also time to release grudges. Work through your fears. Go deeper. Know that you are magic. Clear out negativity to supercharge your manifesting powers. So you still have to clear that energy out. We're supposed to be focusing on what we want during the new moon, but for this new moon, it's asking you need to clear and release some energy still. So Scorpio is an especially good sign for matters related to sex, money, or grappling over an obsession. Light a candle to cut through fears and shed light on whatever you need to know and acknowledge in your life. Life goes in a cycle, and my life is now regenerating. Life goes in a cycle, and my life is now regenerating. And repeat with me. Life goes in a cycle, and my life is now regenerating. Ruled by Pluto, Greek god Hades and Hecate, life's most precious treasures lie beneath the surface. Remember that. Our energy and our magic, we can turn the darkness into light if that is our focus. We can draw it out and transmute it through our vessel and through our body as we are walking here as humans in the silver lining, where we are both of light and darkness. So we draw out from the dark, and we transmute it through our body and through our sacredness, and we bring it into the light, and with the knowing that is within us. Okay, so I'm going to get into each of the cards now. I'm going to start with Scorpio, and we're going to use this tarot deck that it's my newest one I just got, and it is by anymeansnecessary.com. They also sell clothing there. And I'm going to use this deck for the what do we still need to let go of. I didn't even bother shuffling this deck until after Halloween, after Samhain, because I wanted to use it for like a Halloween reading, but I decided that the energy was more of a rest kind of energy, and because I needed some rest myself. And so this is more for the Day of the Dead, as I got the my little coffin over there. So what energy does Scorpio still need to release in order to receive and manifest for this new moon? What energy does Scorpio still need to release? All the Scorpions that are coming here, or maybe it's just my own energy since I am Scorpio. I guess it is my energy and whoever is linked with me as well. So need to release the Page of Pentacles. So the pursuit of money, that's what we're releasing. I'm told only this card, so that way we don't have to feel that we're in a poverty setting and only focus on money. We need to release any desire to try to step out of our bounds to try to make money right now. We're okay where we're at. So what are we going to receive? Okay, so we're releasing any new ventures to make money. And I'm told also only the bottom card that fell out first, and this pile stacked on top of it. So we are going to receive hope, and faith, and also focusing on purpose. So spirituality, and good omens and rejuvenation. So I said rest, so we can receive some rejuvenation. And now I want to see which of the Ancestral, I'm using this as an Ancestral deck because when I was having some visions of my ancestors that are Native American, one of them is a little girl, and I told her she can play with this deck, and I haven't touched it since then. I actually haven't touched this deck in like probably about a year. So when I was shuffling it, I actually felt like that, like joy and that innocence of joyous energy. So she is in it, and she wants to help bring ancestral energy and wisdom of the medicine woman to you. So what healing do we need to receive? What healing do we need in our life in order to obtain this hope and calm? What advice do we need from the ancestors? Okay, one card popped out. Authenticity. That is a good one. I open the way of truth. I encourage your quest for authenticity. I know the power of integrity that frees the shoulders from the burdens we carry. I bring my protection to those who wonder why things are what they are and what the fundamental truth of life is. Be assured of my protection when you experience deceit or manipulation. With me by your side, the truth will always be revealed in the end. What truth does your heart hold? Have the courage to raise the banner of who you truly are. Remember, there is no single truth. Embrace the truth of another. I will give you the ability to detect lies, a quality innate from childhood. Be attentive to signs. They provide information about the person or situation that concerns you. In this way, you can detect any lack of integrity. Sometimes, for different reasons, we lie to ourselves. It is time to honor your truth and release limiting illusions to let the purity of your heart finally resound. I hope you have taken a screenshot of this ritual to awaken your medicine. Okay, so that was Scorpio. Clear some of the energy, although this card is left out, authenticity. I'm going to be leaving the message from the ancestral energy and medicine women out after I pull the cards. So what does Libra need to release? Use regular tarot deck with a twist of hyenas. This is energy you need to release for the new moon, because as it said, for the Scorpio new moon, we're still needing to release a little bit of energy before we can manifest. Otherwise, our manifestations will not come out how we intended. So what energy does Libra still need to release? And I myself am a Libra moon. I'm told we're going to do 2 cards for this one. What energy? And this card is plopping around on my thumb. Okay, this one's first. So we need to release the 8 of Pentacles, as well as the 2 of Cups, because it's not time for either of those. We're wanting to focus on spirit right now. We're wanting to go all in with this Scorpio moon. So we're going to release the Lovers, as well as trying to develop any new skills or crafts in a business and employment. If we're trying to look for a new job, we're going to relax for a bit and take some time to rest instead. And so we're not going to focus on materialistic things or on heart matter things. Let me make sure that this is in alignment with what we're receiving now. What are we're releasing this so we can get into this energy. One card popped out here, the Queen of Cups. So we're releasing the 2 of Cups, focusing on another, so in harmony with another, so we can focus on our own self-care and building compassion for ourselves and comfort and nourishing and healing, making ourselves emotionally stable, so then we can focus on employment and everything. So this is a healing process for Libras. Okay, so what message from our ancestors, what message is there from our ancestors to help us guide us through this time when we are healing for the Medicine Woman Oracle? I'm told this card here, gratitude. That is a good one when you are trying to undergo spiritual healing and feeling okay. Like the more gratitude and appreciation you have, the more abundance you'll have. And you see that there's a soul above her nourishing her mind as she's meditating and working on healing, or she or he. So feel how life showers you with blessings. Give thanks. There is a magical ingredient to nourishing the soul, and it's called gratitude. When we apply new perspective to our own lives, we re enchant them. Today is the perfect day to choose gratitude, to savor your relationships, life, and life's daily miracles. You may tend to always look for more, or better, or something different. The practice of gratitude rests on being able to embrace what presents itself while feeling joy that everything is already here. Try it. Your happiness is linked to what you experience in the moment, wherever you are. By celebrating life's generosity towards you, you reopen the virtuous circle in which you are showered with blessings. Remember, every day is a miracle, every life, every breath. And I hope you have taken a screenshot of your medicine action by now. Okay, so that was Libra. And now we're moving on to Virgo. What energy does Virgo, as yes, we're moving down through the zodiac. And I'm told also 2 cards again. What energy does Virgo need to release? Okay, that card came out. All right. These together, no upside downs. So Virgo is actually releasing illusion. And I'm told this is a pair message. That's why they want me to flip them over both together. Virgo is releasing the illusion of the Ten of Pentacles, the embodiment of riches that you pass down through the family. So like you can see all those little stars as family members and how they are linked together in harmony. So it's kind of the illusion that everyone is working together and coexisting and bringing something in that vibrates and establishes well wishes towards one another. I'm told through my guides, so maybe there's a little bit of disharmony and they're fighting against each other. They're not even liking one another. So if you don't like each other, then you're not going to be able to establish anything together. So maybe there's a little bit of conflict in your home right now, and which is disharmoning your idea of financial security inside your home, because not everyone is working together. So we need to let go of this illusion that there is harmony with the Ten of Pentacles and with family and with what's it called, inheritance. And all right, so put this here. So what are we going to be receiving and manifesting once we are able to let go of that? One card popped out, the Strength. So once you let go of illusion, then you get more mental clarity and mental strength and emotional strength, as this is internal. This represents internal strength and courage, and you're also able to persuade a little better once you are balanced, once you're let go of the illusion that everything's okay, then you can guide and lead and influence a little better, so you have a bit more focus, and you can also have some compassion for the situation as well. So what message from our ancestors wants to come out for Virgo? Oh, that was very fast. And they do get 2 cards. So winter and vision. So maybe they're going to have a vision in the winter. I give you confidence in your divination talents. So that's part of the strength. And a time for turning inward, rest in silence. So that's, part of when you are in the moon and you have to come into reality, it could be a really jarring process. So take time to rest for yourself before, because that might, you might have to take time to rest for the winter before you can come into this strength card. So I want to read from both of these. Have confidence in your divination talents. So go ahead and take a screenshot of your ritual here while I read the message. I am the oracle, the medium, the one who sees beyond the veil of appearance. My eye is piercing. It knows the depths of your soul and the bravery in your heart. My gift is also yours. I receive messages from the universe, from the Great Spirit, so all may find their place in keeping the sacred order. Divination is an ancestral art held by the prophets. It is a great feminine power. My sisters read the signs in ground coffee, the song of the wind, or the art of ruins. I am here to release your magical talents and re-enchant the world. The time has come to awaken your inner vision. The universe is speaking to you. The medicine woman tenderly opens your vision channel to weave the connection of magical alliances and co-create the world of harmony. You already have a deep interest in astrology, tarot, dream symbolism, and ritualized practices. To interpret events and orient your life, harness your visionary talents, and explore your divination supports. Go through the looking glass to discover other worlds. A divine opportunity is presenting itself. You are benefiting from a peak of intuition, so ask questions. Request help in bringing a meaningful project to fruition. This card indicates that this is a good time to carry out a particular ancestral shamanic ritual called the Vision Quest. So I hope you have taken a screenshot of the ritual. Whatever season you're in right now, this card indicates a time for rest and silence, to retreat from the world. Winter invites us to embrace the cycle of life and death and rebirth. During this period, the world of tomorrow is being created in you. By forging ties with the medicine woman inside you, you can give yourself a time of introspection, an inner journey. A promise of renewal is in the works. An adventure is waiting for you, one that only your heart knows. Strengthen your inner light to illuminate the way ahead, which will be revealed to you soon. This season is also the time for stories. Invoke tales and legends to rekindle the flame of the unseen world and of your own roots. Okay, so that was Virgo, and I'm reading backwards through the zodiac since we have to kind of look back, even though it's a new moon and new moons are about manifestation. We got to backtrack it and be like, what do we still need to release before we can manifest? Because this is a Scorpio new moon, so it's a lot of inner work, a lot of diving deep. And this is also the Day of the Dead.
the day after Halloween. And we're in Leo now. What does Leo still need to release? Okay, this card is wanting to come out. I'm told one or two more. Okay, just no. And this card was popped out here. So they do want me to take that. So Leo needs to release quite a few things, it seems. So Ace of Cups, a new romantic endeavor. You need to release that. Any new opportunities of love coming. And the Chariot, so movement. It might not be able to move right now either. And also the Hierophant, so thinking on like, you know, you might have some, like this is being dove through his head here. You might have some guilt or about something that happened, and you're like stabbing yourself over it because you're like, I am superior and I have high morals, and why did I do that? And so you're stabbing yourself over it instead of just accepting yourself. So, and you can't go into new love while you're doing that, and you shouldn't be moving in that energy either, because if you have a wound and something jarred in you and you move, well, that's death right there. So you're going to have to be releasing a lot of energy here. And what will you be receiving once you release that energy? And there's the one that flipped over. You're going to be receiving breakthroughs. So you'll be having a tower moment. You'll be having sudden change, upheaval. So you'll be able to move, you know, because upheaval, and then also sudden insight and an awakening. A little bit of disaster might cause that awakening. I'm told just to read the bottom card of this as well. Okay, so also foresight, and then you can build your enterprise, and you'll have opportunities and expansions and maybe travel and progress, and you'll be able to make preparations once you get yourself stuck out of this energy here, because you're in a stuck energy with the Chariot showing up there. And if you're accepting these cups while you're still in pain here, because you have to release the Hierophant, then that's not going to result in anything that's going to flow very well. So you are going to have a tower moment, and if you do accept new love, well, that's going to be a tower moment for you. So there's a cycle there that you're going to have to break. And I'm going to pull a card from the Magical Woman Oracle to see the Medicine Woman Oracle. The Magical Woman Oracle. So the Medicine Woman Oracle is ancestral energy. I am pulling out, what do your ancestors wish to tell you, Leo? What do Leo's... Oh, the cards are like, you know what? I'm going to have to split this deck. And it was already trying to split right there, so I'll just let it. Emotions. So... Okay. You don't want to feel them. You just want to think of, you know, your high standards. And you focus in on that kind of despair, and you don't want to feel your emotions. But this is the guidance for you. You are an emotional creature. Fertilize that great power. Are you struggling to keep your emotions in check and conforming to the expectation of society, the people around you, and your partner? It is time to fertilize your world and your psyche. This card gives you permission to express your emotions freely, to exult, to rebel, burst out laughing, or sing and dance your sadness. I am your precious ally, the infinite and whimsical range of your emotions, the memory of your feelings, the spice of your creative and relational life. Our Western civilization has fostered intellect and rationality, but has neglected the emotional side of life and of women, who are emotional creatures. We distrust the emotional realm, which is such a pity. Our darling emotions, joy, sadness, anger, are intelligent movements of the body, even more so than our physiological integrity. They contribute to our psychological well being. Emotions are also intimately connected to our memory. They are essential to our social lives and even more to our creativity. A fabulous gift that should be honored and explored, as they are the salt of our nurturing nature. Release them before they burst into your life uninvited. Okay, so that concludes Leo. And now we are moving down to Cancer. What do the Cancerians need to release still? I'm told this top card here, the Nine of Pentacles. The image, she looks like she's a little full of herself and a bit arrogant there, as a raven sits upon her hand. And the meaning of the Nine of Pentacles is safety and success, accomplishment, discernment, and prudence. So perhaps she has to let her guard up a bit, or guard down a bit, sorry, because her guard is up right now as she is holding the raven, which is a bird of protection, up in front of her, and in her statue and her pose, she is displaying a mask of elegance and discerning who comes towards her. So maybe she needs to allow more people to come towards her. So that's a let go, as well as this here. The Eight of Cups, you need to let go of walking away. So it almost looks like a fool playing with his staff rather than paying attention to the cups, because he looks like he's cross-eyed, but perhaps his eyes are just closed instead, as there is a moon behind him. So there might be a bit of uncertainty at what lays before him, so he's not paying it any attention, and maybe it's time to pay it some attention. And as just like this, to drop your guard a little bit so you can actually pay attention to these cups. And this is Cancer. And the moon is in Scorpio right now. This is for a Scorpio new moon reading. But Mars is leaving Cancer, which means that we can get back into feeling, and it won't be so chaotic and like a struggle, internal battle. We can get back into getting in some good feelings. So this is what you're receiving, Cancer. You're receiving fast movement to fulfillment, to divine love and family and blissful relationships. So that's why, with that fast movement, that's why you really need to open that door and pay attention to what's already before you, because it's harmony and bliss. It's already fulfilled. It's happy family. You gotta let that guard down a bit, Cancer. All right, so that is these cards for Cancer. There is one more message in here. I'm being told to, oh, this one here for Cancer, and this is also a letting go, a last letting go after this is realized, that the speed and everything gets and the happiness is realized. Once you let the guard down, you need to let go of the King of Pentacles. So that is a mentality of just focusing on materialistic things and money, somewhat lethargic in your tendencies, and you could be a little, have a little bit of corruption and ugliness to you as well on the really negative side, especially if you ruin, you allow your guard and your walls to ruin this opportunity for yourself. It's going to be a big pitfall for you. So you need to let go and release the King of Pentacles. And some Medicine Woman Oracle cards or card for Cancer. This one and this one too. There's going to be two messages, and this is from the Ancestor deck. This is my Ancestor deck where I put my sweet little ancestor because it's a little child spirit. And yes, I have an ancestor that is a child because I am a product of abuse and a long lineage of it. So your message is the moon. So the Lady Moon gives you the keys to mastery, the other feminine power, and spirit of water. Return to the source of the feminine for purification. So go maybe take a little deep inward to know that you don't need to have your guard up, and have protection spirits, have that guard up, because inside you there is a light. So I'm going to read these from the book.
This card invites you to remember where you came from. Your tears are filled with salt. And if your emotions run too high, you can dry up. Maybe you need to be more hydrated or to swim in flowing water. The spirit of water in your reading gives you permission to release your emotions, to resume the fluid and ringing course of your destiny.
The moon gives you the keys to mystery, especially for a Cancer who is ruled by the moon, and you're also a water sign. I expand, I wax and wane, I influence the tides, women's cycles, and births. I am the moon goddess Selene, and I was worshipped long ago. Can you feel how close we are? An ancestral story plays itself out between women and the moon. In ancient traditions, priestess worshipped Selene or Hecate in connection with the creative and fertile power of Lady Moon. Our feminine cycle synchronizes with the cycle of the moon, and tides remind us of our deeply mysterious connection. Births are governed by the moon. Seemingly softer moonlight lights the worlds of shadow, instinct, and the unconscious. The moon is the seat of women's fertile power. In the night, its gentle and benevolent power opens the door to dreams and other realities, and it is the seat for manifestation for both men and women. Okay, Cancer. Well, I hope the Medicine Oracle deck and messages really helped you, because my heart really goes out to you. And now we're moving on to Gemini, the twins, and ruled by Mercury. What does Gemini still need to release so that they can manifest something? I'm told 2 cards. They can manifest something into reality for themselves. What is it that this one is? I'm told now 3 cards. I'm going to put that one a little separate. So what does Gemini need to release so then they can bring something about that isn't going to be a struggle, that is going to be smooth and easy for them? And then this one. All right. So we'll do this one first. So, having to release the Emperor. So, sitting on your high horse and ruling with your staff and sitting above everyone. You gotta come down a little bit and release that. And you got 2 other cards. These 2 are together, I'm told. It's a double and no upside downs. It's a combined message. So the justice has to do with the 6 of Wands. So it is thinking that there is justice and fairness in victory when you're the only one up on that high horse as well. So, what are we going to receive, Gemini, by releasing your tendency to rule others? Okay, we're going to receive a sense of collaboration and giving and others. So instead of just sitting on the high horse and telling others what to do, you're going to be sharing your finances, and you have your companions here that serve you still as you share with your family, and you feel you have financial security and family, long-term success contribution. So like collaboration contribution with the family, and a good relationships and communicating in that, and feeling like your legacy is going to be passed down, and feeling secure in the fact that you're giving and not just commanding everyone around, but you're able to just sit there and watch things play out and know that everything's going to be okay. You don't have to control everything. Okay, so some medicine woman oracle cards, 1 or 2, that is for Gemini from the ancestors. This is my ancestral deck for Gemini. I told both of these. Got some green cards. Okay, so Summer and Coyote. The Coyote totem is show humor and laughter. Laughter is your medicine. So that's perfect for the Emperor. Instead of trying to oversee everything, just look at everything as like play, like lighthearted. And then we have summertime, a time for blooming and celebrate your success. So summertime will probably be when you really feel this energy of the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever season you are in, this card indicates a time of fulfillment, of shining and blooming. Connect to the sun, the emblem of summer, and awaken your sacred, joyful fire. Release your incredible creative energy. Forge ties with the medicine woman inside you and affirm your talents with confidence. Celebrate your successes and openly shine. Love seems to smile upon you. Give free rein to your sensuality and surrender to pleasure. Togetherness holds the place of honor. Share and gather your loved ones around you. Life is one big party. So, this is associated with heat, and summertime is a time to swing into sunlight, and it has fluttering butterfly wings and floral perfumes. It's time to honor expression of abundance. That is a perfect message for the Ten of Pentacles that we also got for pairing. So it's something to look forward to once you release your tendency to control. And you can do that with laughter. I am the spirit of the coyote, the sacred clown. My presence is often troubling, but I am a powerful teacher who gives you the opportunity to move away from excessively rigid thinking and become more cheerful. Don't take the situation too seriously. Cultivate humor, and the message will be revealed to you. You may feel someone is playing you, but you don't need to make a big deal of it. Instead, change your point of view. The coyote can also point to a form of self sabotage. Perhaps you have fallen back into bad habits. If you are facing disappointments or setbacks, laughter will help effect change more easily. The coyote's presence also invites you to check whether you might be deceiving yourself, telling stories to yourself, instead of taking time to communicate with the people around you. Okay, well, thank you, Gemini. And now we are moving down to Taurus. What does Taurus still need to release? Okay. 2 cards. All right. They are releasing their success because they also need to release the 5 of Wands. So the struggle. Usually the 5 of Wands is displayed as, 5 people are kind of struggling together. But this one looks like they're actually a bit in harmony, but maybe the harmony that they have created isn't for the higher good of anyone. So they need to release that success and release their destiny as well to a higher force and a higher source for Taurus. Let's see if they release the struggle, competition, and then everyone's like putting everything together because they feel like they're all gonna be winning, but it's just still just for self-gain. So what is Taurus receiving? Oh, there's a message in some of these cards that want to come out. And also this top card. We're going to do this top card here. And my eye's getting drawn to this one and this one. So if your eyes weren't drawn to those two, if your eyes were getting drawn to something else, maybe this message isn't for you. But they are receiving, they're receiving a little bit of restriction, imprisonment. That's why you have to let go of your destiny and allow it to go its own course. And they're receiving movement as well. departure, direction, and leaving behind baggage, moving on. So that sounds like it's in pretty well alignment. I am told to look at these three as well. So there's might be another group in here that is receiving, this is also like a departure thing, but they don't have any baggage. They're already free and they're just receiving a new beginning and maybe a new apprenticeship, building on some more skills, and also painful endings. So that's why you have to focus on just focus on the mundane and repetitive tasks, because you're getting a new beginning with that. Okay, and I'm gonna pull a medicine woman oracle for ancestral message for these two groups of Taurus here. And I'm just one ancestor. Okay, this one actually, we are going to do two separate ones. This one is for this, and the top card is for the first pile. So the one that, the message for the group that is feeling like they're getting some restraint and they're being restrained, but they're letting go of heavy burdens and having movement, their message is intuition. They got to follow their intuition, and that goes right with this wheel of time and releasing your destiny, because the Fool, this one's already, the other group is already following their intuition, but this first group needs to learn how to follow their intuition. Follow your destiny. I am intuition. Like the cat, my ancient Egyptian totem, I cannot be controlled. I just know. The precious gift of the feminine soul, intuition, offers the keys to our inner world to safely guide our steps. Considered as a sixth sense, intuition is the complement of reason and allows us to comprehend reality in a different way. This irrational function of the psyche, as Carl Jung put it, can be thought of as a gateway between our inner knowing and the world around us, enabling solutions to appear as if by magic. Listen, the world is speaking to you, sending signs your way. Intuition is your surest compass to guide your steps towards your destiny. You are intuitive. It is your true nature, so trust yourself. You might not always pay attention to it, but your intuition sends you signs. Ask questions and listen to the world around you. The universe is full of information, clouds in the sky, conversations, and encounters. It is time to take the ways less traveled, as signposted by your intuition, and inspire happy coincidences. Life will unveil its fabulous design to you. Intuition is life's messenger. Follow it. And then the second group, spring. So spring would be a good time for healing, and that's when they're going to be receiving this new beginning after going through this heartbreak and painful loss. And then just through the winter, they're working hard at repetitive tasks, and they'll be able to receive a new beginning by spring. So a time for renewal, step into uncharted territory. What you nourish in the silence of winter will manifest in the spring, the season of rebirth and new wishes emerging, the promise of growth in the seeds we sow in the earth and our dreams manifest. This new cycle supports material fulfillment. This card indicates a powerful longing for renewal. Forge ties with the medicine woman inside you.
Be bold and bravely answer the commanding call of life. An opportunity to reinvent yourself, to innovate, is presenting itself. Seize it. Whether in your work, love, or creative life, anything new is favorable to you. Take a fertile leap into uncharted territory. Okay, so that was Taurus. And now what we're gonna see what Aries needs to release now. Okay, well, that one and this one, and also just those two. Ooh, Aries needs to release some heartbreak and also a new financial opportunity, because if this financial opportunity is being manifested through that heartbreak energy that they were sitting in, and whatever negative thoughts they were having while they were stuck in the Three of Swords, it manifested this financial opportunity for them, and you don't want to accept that. You want to release that. And instead, what are you going to be receiving? Aries, what is Aries? This card really, and this one as well, I'm told. So instead, you can receive opportunity of giving. As so this has a couple different meanings. It can be either like betrayal and deception, but really it's like taking, working and taking these, maybe taking them back. Maybe they're always yours, as your heart was broken here, and then when you take it back, then you can give it as well. So you're able to kind of like, it has a Robin Hood feel to it, and it doesn't just have to be like stealing like financial stuff or whatever, but like energy wise, like taking back that energy that when your heart was broken, what they took from you, taking that back so that you can then have the spirit of giving back in you. Because if you just focus on some material thing instead at this breaking point right here, at this threshold, and you take this opportunity, it's going to manifest more of this, because what you focus on expands. And this Ace of Pentacles, this new opportunity that is coming for you, or that you're being presented with right now, it's not a good manifestation for you. So you need to release that so you can continue on a journey of growth. And the message from the medicine woman from your ancestors, as today is the Day of the Dead, what message is coming forth for guiding you through this hard time, through your heartbreak, and to not focus on mundane things and materialistic things, but to focus on healing and taking back your heart so that you can give it again. And even maybe through giving charity to others. I'm told both of these, because you already have enough. You have enough because it has been provided for you. Personal power. Take your personal power back. As an Aries, personal power is the perfect card for you, considering Aries rules the first house of self-identity. So the time has come to rise up and take your rightful place. The medicine woman benevolently asks you, is there a situation in which you are over adapting? Is there someone to whom you bow your powers down to? You run the real risk of not living your own life. You don't need anyone else's approval. With me by your side, you will awaken your potential for growth and unfurl your creative energy. You are supported.
Move forward in the full presence of your soul's qualities and validate your choices. You are the master of your destiny. As well as the spirit of earth. Have faith, you are supported. Have faith, you are supported. You don't have to worry about not having anything and about losing an opportunity because you are supported through the universe. I am the spirit of Mother Earth, imprinted with the footsteps of my children. I am life in which you can lay or retire in a cave. The plant world takes root inside me. I provide a home to the forest and people. The minerals and crystals grow in my breast. I am your cardinal principle. This card reminds you that you are the children of Gaia, our primordial mother. She invites you to plunge your roots into her earth and ground yourself and manifest your dreams. Support your health with fruits and vegetables from her body. Medicinal plants and clay are powerful allies for you. Perhaps you are having trouble bringing a project to life or finding your rightful place. The spirit of earth in your reading renews your faith. Reconnect with your inner earth. You are safe. So we're continuing backwards through the zodiac now. That was Aries. And we're going on to Pisces, as I started with Scorpio for this Scorpio new moon. And what does Pisces need to release still before they can manifest something that is of their highest good? Okay, I'm told all these. I have been shuffling and cutting in between each reading as well. But the middle of the deck was really drawing my eye to it because it wanted me to do a split to get some extra cards. Pisces needs to release three separate things, I'm told. They need to release the sense of justice and the Lovers, as well as the King of Cups. So perhaps it's a woman who feels betrayed by what went down in a relationship, and she felt it was her King of Cups, but she's being told to release it. And either that, or if it's a male, then he needs to release the emotions that he is feeling, and so he can receive, or she can receive. What is Pisces going to receive? I'm told both of those cards that just fell over, they're going to receive swift action and action-oriented, driven to success, fast thinking, as because this might be holding you back if you're stuck in this energy. Though, and focused on some tasks at hand, or a project, or some ambitious endeavor, like career or education, etc. And so what advice does the medicine woman, the ancestral, until both of these cards for ancestral energy, what advice do they want to give Pisces? The great mystery. I reveal the wisdom keys of your destiny. Has some Hecate energy in it. And healing family lines. Because if you don't heal your family lines and your lineage, then you're going to be attracting lovers that aren't harmonious, that there's no justice in that. Okay, so I'm going to read Healing Family Lines. Free yourself from secrets so you may discover the hidden treasure of your heritage. It is time we fill the beating posts of our ancestors, memories and wounds passed down, as well as the knowledge of forgotten ancestral wisdom. There are signposts on our path to help discover the earth from which we came, our principal wealth, our roots. Knowing them allows us to take our place in our family tree. Free yourself from secrets to raise yourself straight and tall towards the sky. It is time to rekindle the fire of your family line's memory, to shed light on hidden areas and discover the gifts of your heritage. Which ancestor stands beside you? You have an opportunity to reconnect with these resources and the forgotten treasures of your lineage. Perhaps you feel transgenerational blockages. Release any imprints that do not belong to you. Remember, along with the trauma, you carry the antidote. Discover the antidote so you can take your place in your family tree as a free man or woman and express your gifts. And by now, I hope you have taken a screenshot of this ritual, as well as this one, Great Mystery. A perfect pairing for Pisces, a water sign. Pisces is actually my rising sign, and all the messages in here of my rising sun and moon were very relevant, and I hope that these messages have also connected to you as well. The great mystery. She is the crone. She reveals the wisdom keys of your destiny. The grandmother. I watch over you constantly. My connection to the science of the stars and dance of the planets gives me great wisdom. Trust in my messages. My spirit is full of old memories, and I talk to the ancestors. I am the ancestral knowledge contained within the cycle of time and sacred legends. I guide you with love on your life's path and light the way to your destiny. You can call on me to better understand your life experiences and embrace them. Through me, your ancestors send you their messages and protection. She will bring you great confidence in your evolutionary process. Explore the mystery of your roots. Have your astrological and numerological birth chart done. Make an appointment with your therapist. Something is in the works, and you are blessed and protected. This is your time. Take stock on what you have learned and draw life lessons from your experiences. Your wisdom is growing. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. Okay, so that was Pisces. And now we are moving down to Aquarius. And what does Aquarius still need to let go before they can manifest something? They need to let go before they can receive something still. It's a deep dive with Scorpio new moon. stuff to let go. Otherwise, we manifest things we do not want. So they need to let go of the Queen of Cups, which is all about self-care. They need to release that. And the King of Swords. So someone who is, all about cutting through the buff and standing, has his guards up. So he has a sharp communication skills and told no upside downs. We need to release the Ten of Cups as well, and the Nine of Swords. We have to release all of this, like the Queen of Cups with the King of Swords. So maybe that's someone who's very loving and giving all their affection and time to someone who just has spindle needles back at them, and it's leaving them depleted. She's not holding a cup, she's just sitting in a cup, and the cup is like a ship that has a hole in it, and if it tries to float, it's going to sink. And so the Ten of Cups is all about family and union, but these are release energies, so this is the dark side of the Ten of Cups, like two people that are wounded, and one person is trying to heal this other person who's wounded and just sitting there not doing anything, not trying to pull out the swords, because he's like, oh well, these help me, like where people like porcupine, but they're actually facing in them, and it's like, I'm helping you and trying to pull these wounds out of you, but then it's causing health issues and making it where you're not able to take care of yourself. So in order to take care of yourself and get healthy, you might have to be like, hey, I can't try to get close to you with your wall up like that, because it's not just a shield of protection, it's like attacking me. Anytime I get close, it's stabbing me. And anytime I pull out a new one, you just grab one and stab it back into you because you think it's helping when it's not. And so that will help us release the Nine of Swords, which is imprisonment and despair, death, and miscarriage and delays and deception, disappointment, failure. Like you're have a whole bunch of swords facing you, and it might be the person that's closest to you. It's all those swords. All right, so if we release this, what are we going to receive? I hope it's something good, because that is really hard to get out of that energy. What are we going to receive once we're able to release this for Aquarius? What is Aquarius receiving once they're able to release all this? Well, lots dropped out, but these two are the cards. So they are going to be able to transition, and they're going to be able to leave behind and release the baggage and be able to move on. And they're going to receive mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, success, sharp mind. There might be some new conflict too, and surgery, having to remove more stuff from your life, because if that was something, if you're releasing a Ten of Cups, that's been integrated into your life for a while. So releasing that, there'll be new stuff you have to release that arises as well as time moves on. And I'm told no more. No, actually, they want the top and bottom card of this right now. So the top is Judgment, rebirth. You're going to be going through a rebirth process once you release that baggage. So it's a process you have to. This is going to be a whole cycle. Some people consider Samhain the New Year's. So this is a new cycle. It's talking about a new cycle, and you receive forgiveness as well and redemption, as well as giving and receiving charity and generosity. So you don't have to worry about if you're going to be in a financial struggle there, because you'll have people supporting you. Okay, so Medicine Woman Oracle, you have to make that decision first, though, before you'll see that come in. Your ancestors would like to bring you a message. This one keeps, no, it doesn't want to pop out. It kept sliding over, but it's like, no, there's something else in here. So I haven't really shuffled these the entire time, but this is quite a heavy message, so I'm going to shuffle and cut, change some of that energy up. What ancestors want to come out for Aquarius right now? Okay. I'm told let them fall naturally. I have a Aquarius friend, and I'm like, I hope this isn't her. I hope this isn't her reading. But if it is, and whoever this reading's for, it's a doozy. So, all right, you are given the advice, the Lemuri vision for the female cycle. Reconnect with your cycle. You are a plural woman. You have more in you than you can imagine. That you have another self in you. You have another aspect of yourself. This kind of looks like the World card, because it has the eagle and then the cat around it. So you can take that as extra meaning as well, that you need to reconnect with that energy. The feminine cycle talks specifically about the woman menstrual cycle, but it is a process of releasing what no longer serves us. As we flush our body and we detox it, we flush out the energy out of our body, and we do this every month because we take on a lot as natural nourishers to any given situation and relationship. So, this Medicine Woman Oracle is intended for women, but I have been including the male gender in this reading, changing some of the words around. So, I'm going to go back to one of the last cards I pulled for Pisces, and because there's probably a message in that for Aquarius as well. Healing family lines. And I'm going to read it as it was intended, just as I will read the feminine cycle straight from the guidebook with no alterations. So, women, let us feel once again the beating pulse of our ancestors, our female line, our mothers, grandmothers, great grandmothers, and their mothers before them have left us their legacy, memories and wounds passed down. So, the feminine cycle, we are able to absorb and process and flush the wounds of this earth and other people out of us. But if something is off balance, you need to tap back in and see what it is so you can correct that and be back with yourself and centered. The message: I am the magic of your feminine cycle. I am the plural woman. Our menstrual cycle is divided into 4 phases, most often reduced to our period or fertile phases. Our cycle is, in fact, a treasure and a source of wisdom to be discovered
and rediscovered. Our society and lifestyles do not consider the fundamental reality of our thoughts, behavior, and abilities fluctuating over the course of each month. The good news is that we are plural beings, four women, four potentials in one. By changing our outlook on our menstrual cycle, we can transform our entire life. Remember who you are. Step out of linear time to embrace the roundness of your nature. You may have the feeling of going against the flow or being tired. It is time to honor the richness of your feminine cycle and listen to your inner temple. You are like the course of the moon and the dance of the seasons. Each of the four phases has a specific influence on your libido and your fertility, but also your emotions and behavior. Witch, business women, lover, mother. Each woman you are, in turn, carries the potential to connect you to the wider community of women. Discover that potential. This card is also an invitation to pass wisdom down to your daughter or niece. Okay, Aquarius, I hope the Medicine Woman Oracle cards really help bring a little bit of clarity to you. I had to light another candle to help clear the space and to continue. I only have two more readings, Sagittarius and Capricorn. Well, Capricorn and then Sagittarius, as I started with Scorpio, and then I went backwards through the zodiac to see what we forgot and what we haven't been paying attention to dig real deep to see what we need to release in order to elevate ourselves back to where we should be, and so we can be our authentic self and walk in our authenticity and be the highest aspect and potential of ourselves. Now clearing the energy for Capricorn and what they need to release to get the most out of this Scorpio. Told just that card. Get the most out of this Scorpio new moon. What do they need to release so that they can receive? Okay, that was a hard one to get out. Okay, so they also need to maybe release some guilt and the Knight of Swords. So action, swift action that can be led by a bit of defensiveness if you are playing the Hierophant, but you're kind of, when you point a finger at someone, then three more are pointing back at you. So watch your actions here. This is telling you to release your you going out to war and conflict, because you only have your own interests in mind right here. So, and there's another message for your higher good. To this was the first two cards that dropped out, and it might be a separate person as well. This might be two different readings, and I'm nodding my head as my guides agree. So the other person needs to release the Empress and the Chariot. So they're also being asked not to move, because this one was moving
This is about swift movement and defensiveness. And this one is being asked not to stay still and to release that high authority and to be asked not to move, and also not to nourish other people right now, as you might need some of your own healing as well. And she has a lot of power, so you're asked to release that, not to be using it right now during this time. So we're going to draw and see what they are receiving. I'm told individually, so I will draw for the Empress first, what she needs to release. No, what she is going to receive, because she needs to release that aspect of herself to become a Page of Pentacles and the Magician. The Magician is far better than the Empress. Not the High Priestess, of course. I would never ask anyone to release the High Priestess. And if the card came up, I wouldn't even know what to do with that, probably. But she's gonna, or he's gonna receive another perspective, a new perspective, and become the Magician, and be able to find some manifesting and financial opportunities and skill development once they stop trying to rule as the Empress and stop trying to move with that energy. So take some time to reflect so you can gain a new perspective here. Okay, so that is for this one. I want to see what the one that had the defensiveness, what if they release that defensiveness and that the one wanting to fight and make everything a conflict. Okay, one card popped out, and then both of these cards too were making me kind of, my eye was drawn to them. So okay, so they or he will be the King of Wands. So they'll become a natural leader instead of trying to be the Hierophant and either living in guilt and then acting on that, or thinking they're better than everyone and acting on that as well. Instead, they'll be able to see the bigger picture with the King of Wands. And I'm told no upside downs. I rarely read upside downs, and my guides know that. That's why I'm using two separate decks for a release and receive. So Star, they'll receive hope and faith. So, and they'll also feel like they have a purpose, and so it's not, ego driven and not with their own gain in mind. They feel more spiritually, in tune, and have faith. And they also, wow, the King of Wands and Queen of Wands. So, and these are all like, just because it's King of Wands too doesn't mean it had to be a man, because it just means the masculinity of it. So like, the enterpriser, the seeing the bigger picture, and then she nourishes the smaller things, but she's got confidence and independence and a zest for life, determination and joy. So more of a nourishing aspect, and then more of a leading aspect, as that's the masculine female. And a lot of females have the masculinity in their character, and that is okay, because women are like taking leading positions in everything. And so we're gonna see with these piles, and I'm told to do this one first, so we ended on it, so we're gonna start on it. What does the Medicine Woman Oracle from the ancestors have for Capricorn of pile 1, Capricorn, for the Hierophant that's got a release to become the leader? False justification, what? And I'm told to split it. Oh, this one here. Message for them: the wild feminine. So awaken your she-wolf instinct, that primordial force, the wolf that wants to protect and defend others, not just defend themselves.
The wild feminine refers to our instinctive force in the service of life. Wildness, that primordial resource of the essence of the feminine, evokes what has not been tamed or conditioned. In the book, Women Who Run with the Wolves: Myths and Stories of the Wild Woman Archetype, Clarissa states, "A healthy woman is much like a wolf, robust, chock-full, strong life force, life-giving, territorially aware, inventive, and loyal. Wildness is the foundation of the feminine, an ancestral medicine. It is the mystery of our roots and dreams, of the seen and unseen. By looking deeply inside who we are, we can give to ourselves what we never stop looking for outside ourselves, most often in vain. Rehabilitating to the wild woman within us will help us access greater freedom to truly exist, starting with releasing ourselves from the patriarchal system, because it seems that to make a place for yourself in this world, you have to let yourself be dominated. But you are a wild woman. Have you forgotten? A feeling of profound nostalgia, the desire to run with wolves once more, probably floats in your consciousness. It is time to reconnect with your instinctive nature, to open the thousand eyes of your intuition, to summon the ancient histories, to give life. Remember your roots, your cycles, your ties to nature.
Okay, and now for the Empress, that is going to become the Magician after sitting in the Hangman position for a while and have some new opportunities. What guidance are they receiving, and advice are they are the ancestors wanting to give them, these Capricorns that are about to become the Magician? And I'm told that their advice has probably already been given in one of these cards here in another reading. So if you're also welcome to look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and any other planets placements that you're heavy on for your chart, because there was a lot of good messages in here. And I'm told it is authenticity is the one, which I believe was the one for Scorpio. I encourage your quest for authenticity. I know the power of integrity that frees the shoulders from the burdens we carry. I bring my protection to those who wonder why things are what they are and what the fundamental truth of life is. Be assured of my protection when you experience deceit or manipulation. With me by your side, the truth will always be revealed in the end. Remember, too, that there is no single truth, so embrace the truth of another. This oracle gives you the ability to detect lies. Be attentive to signs. They provide information about the person or situation that concerns you. In this way, you can detect any lack of integrity. Sometimes, for different reasons, we lie to ourselves. It is time to honor your truth and release limiting illusions, to let the purity of your heart finally resound. What truth does your heart hold? Have the courage to raise the banner of who you truly are. Okay, so that is the reading for Capricorn. Now we're moving on to the last reading for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius still need to release? I'm told just those two for the Scorpio new moon, so that they can manifest something that is in their higher good. What do they still need to release? We're doing a deep dive with the Scorpio here, new moon. Sagittarius needs to release the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So release your tendency to focus on money and let go of things that are behind you. Might have been really happy and pleasurable and a celebration, and it, you know, looks good and on the picture, but you know, when they're not celebrating, when it's not all, you know, like a party, then how is that energy really look? So you need to move away from that, and also move away from your tendency to focus on money, because other things are coming for you that are in your best interest. For Sagittarius, I'm told I need to shuffle this. And split twice. Okay. Sagittarius, what is coming if you release your tendency to focus on money and to maybe like a happy home or a place you used to live in childhood, releasing all that, so you can receive a new project and inspiration, the urge to create. It might not be money driven, but it will give you a lot of growth, and it'll give you your willpower back and desire and passion. So, and you do have room for like a new beginning, and I'm told the top card as well. So you'll also receive the Emperor. So you'll become the Emperor, and have a lot of respect and be a leader and stability and structure and rules and power, authority, father figure, protection. You know, if we just, because if all we're doing is focusing on this celebration energy, then and then pursuing money, it's like that's just gonna keep crumbling underneath us, because then we receive the money and then we spend the money to celebrate or to party or whatever. So we're asked to release that, and so we can receive this, okay? And practicality, so discipline, structure, you know, planning, and having control, and so self-control. All right, so we're going to draw now from the Mystical Woman Oracle to see what message has to come through for the ancestors, for Sagittarius. Okay, both of these, I'm told. The path of beauty. Walking your path of beauty elevates your feminine soul. So your ability to nourish others and Mother Earth. Forge a new alliance with nature. Okay, so I want to read the path of beauty first. Depending on who we are, beauty can appease us, give us new courage, or put us face to face with mystery, but it will always elevate our soul because its enigma
lights up our entire existence. Walking our path of beauty gives us a profound feeling of belonging to the world. You look for this essential emotion in nature, a person, or a place in which you live. You need beauty to feel alive. Beauty allows you to rise, for a time, above the weight of daily conflicts. Then harmony between the body and mind can emerge, giving you the feeling of being one with the world around you. In that moment of unity, brought to you by beauty, you are rekindled with your own self. I am Mother Earth. Can you hear my song? I am all around you, in the streams, drops of rain, light of the sun, and trees that offer you their shade. Women have forged an alliance stretching back to the beginning, always adapting their lifestyle to the rhythms of nature, the seasons, the course of the moon, and cycles of the tides, in keeping with the harmony of the world. And so too should men. The crones say that the day we listen to our earth, we will manifest the great sacred dream. Do not dishonor the great mother. Earth is the womb of the women, giving life and birthing dreams, the essence of the great mystery. Water, earth, fire, and air. By forging ties with your terrestrial habitat, you can strengthen the foundations of your inner home. When you are in the carnal contact with nature's wildness, your skin becomes alive and life beats inside you once more. Can you feel it? In contrast, losing this connection can be revealed through tiredness or lack of trust in yourself and the future. You are not separated. You are not alone. Trust in your own ability to grow. Just like Mother Nature all around you, you can count on the life force inside you.